Thank you very much for coming to our ceremonial groundbreaking today for our new Bay County Animal Services and Adoption Center. We certainly lucked out on the weather today, didn't we?
Yeah.
No wind, no rain, and a beautiful sunny day. I want to start by thanking everyone for coming today and say this new state-of-the-art facility will exceed the expectations for health and safety of the animals in our care to ensure their adoptability into loving homes. First, I want to extend our gratitude to the voters of Bay County that overwhelmingly supported the millage for the construction and operation of this new building. The public's unwavering support of our mission has made this project a reality. I also want to thank the Bay County Board of Commissioners, and we have Chairman Vaughn Begic, Kathy Nemick, Tom Herrick, Colleen Millette, and also Casey Radke. And our county-wide officials, Mike Rivard, Weston Prince, our great Bay County Treasurer. Who else am I missing that's county-wide? It's kind of a... What was that? Oh, yes. Yes, Ryan Gale, our 911 Central Dispatch Director. How could I forget that? That's so important. What I want to say is that we really appreciate the support of the voters increasing their millage by a modest amount, and the board, of course, for their strong support through this long process, to the staff and the volunteers, especially our dog walkers and all those volunteers in the public that can come in and help with the animals in the shelter, volunteering so much of their time. I want to thank the staff and the volunteers for all that they do. Their dedicated care of the animals is unmatched. Also want to acknowledge Craig Gillette. Craig, where are you? Could you raise your hand, Craig? Craig took over at a time when we were transitioning to our no-kill, and served admirably until, of course, our new director, Matt. Matt, do you want to raise your hand? I know everybody knows Matt and Lori, major entrepreneurs in Bay County, right, Lori? And also Matt's been doing such a great job as the new director, along with Liv, our shelter manager. So since the passage of the millage, my team and I have worked tirelessly with our partners at Spence Brothers, William Kibbe and Associates, and Terry Tevis. You'll be hearing from them in a little bit from GBA, to design a facility that is functional and efficient. But most importantly, it will improve the overall health of our animals in the new facility and allow them to thrive prior to their adoption. A cat sanctuary will be a cornerstone in the front of the building with not lots of natural light, and it'll be hard to leave our shelter without adopting one of those cute, cuddly cats on your way out. This new shelter will be a state-of-the-art and will help us curb and stop the spread of disease such as kennel cough and, of course, parvo, which is a very contagious disease that affects our dog population. So this new facility will provide a safe and welcoming environment for these animals until they are adopted. Segregated kennel rooms for adoptable, stray, isolated, and quarantined pets, higher air exchange rate in our HVAC systems, and other improved infrastructure will significantly reduce the spread of diseases, as I mentioned, the kennel cough and the parvo. So with the changes, this is going to really move us into the future with a state-of-the-art facility, and with the no-kill concept that will increase the facility demands. So today we celebrate all those that made this possible. Thank you. Thank you for attending this event with us. Thank you for your continued support of this countywide millage, and thank you for adopting your next pet from our shelter. I look forward to the day that we can move the animals into their new temporary home here at the Bay County Animal Services and Adoption Center. And on a final note, I want to thank my colleagues on the Board of Directors of Bay Future for holding their Board of Directors meeting here in the canteen. And with their diligent leadership, we're seeing a great expansion of our business base here in Bay County, and with that expanded population. And so this facility will serve us very well for the next 2 or 3 decades, and maybe down the line there will be some expansion as well in the future. But again, I want to thank everyone for being here. It's a beautiful day, and we're looking forward to turning some ground in a little bit here, some dirt, and also anyone that would like to also come up and participate after the first round of people with the shovels. Megan, also I want to thank you for the chamber and all that you've done in support also of our concept of achieving no-kill status here in Bay County. When we first came in, the euthanasia rate was very high, probably over 90%. And thanks to Matt and Craig and all of the dedicated staff and volunteers, we're now at 96% adopt rate. So would not have been possible without everybody working together as a team. And it's my pleasure now to introduce Micah Baumgartner, who is the pre-construction manager for Spence Brothers, a great firm that won the contract to build the shelter. And Micah, if you'd want to come up and share a few of your thoughts, we sure appreciate all of your hard work and the team at Spence Brothers. I don't know how many meetings we've had on the design phases, but it's going well and we're nearing the end. So, Micah Baumgartner.
Thank you, Jim. Hello, everyone. As you said, I'm Micah Baumgartner. I'm pre-construction manager for Spence Brothers. I want to say we're so excited to be part of this community project that is so much overdue for being needed. I want to say thank you to the project team, Jim Varsha, the Bay County staff, especially Kristen and John, and then the Bay County Animal Shelter and Adoption Services staff, Matt and Olivia. Thank you for trusting Spence Brothers to lead your project. We are equally excited to work with our project partners, William A. Kibbe Associates, GBA Architecture, and Lawren Engineering. But most importantly, I want to say thank you a sincere thank you to the voters and animal lovers of Bay County through their generous votes that made this project possible. This is a special day marking the beginning of a special project that I, for one, cannot wait to see the end of. Next up, I would like to bring up Terry Tevis, who is our in-house animal shelter design guru with GBA and Associates. Thank you.
Thank you, Micah. I always have to do that. Why? Thank you, Micah, and I thank you, Jim. And Jim, you sure pay attention to the design meetings because you took all my flavor away from my presentation. I mean, state-of-the-art, energy efficient, easy to use and maintain. You know, one thing you need to mention is the destination center to the community. I mean, it'll represent the heartbeat of Bay City and Bay County once it's completed. As an architect, I don't think I walk away from any project more fulfilling and rewarding than an animal shelter. I do a lot of them, and they're my favorite projects to work on, and I'd work on them full time. I mean, I do almost anymore. But you know, that's just the feedback you get because you know you did something that is going to always do well for the people and the clients and the neighborhoods and communities it serves. I mean, we all have pets at home. We all love pets. I'm sure that this crowd probably is pretty prevalent in pet ownership right now. But you know, the whole purpose of this facility is to maintain the health and well-being of stray animals and get them into a new home, an adoptable home where they can be a loving part, a big part of those families that they're going to be with forever and ever. You know, and once you have an animal from your shelter, you know, and that animal, you know, wants to have a friend, you're more likely than not to come back to the same place you got the last one. But I'm hoping that you can come back many times in between because of just the vitality and the benefit it has just to be part of the animals. There'll always be a rack of leashes that you can go ahead and volunteer and walk the dogs whenever you feel like you need a little exercise and know that, you know, there's a dog there that could probably take advantage of that too. You know, been working on this project for over 3 years. Craig called me up and asked me if I'd be able to participate in some kind of a feasibility study, and it was a well-received effort. I mean, it was difficult because it wasn't just an easy thing to come up with, but we came up with two plans. One was to renovate the existing building, and one was to put a new building beside it. And I'm really glad that Spence Brothers got involved as a construction manager, because they quickly coached us in the fact that it's going to cost you a lot more to renovate, friend. We're going to be a lot better off if we can build a new building. And I think that the community and the animals and everyone else will be as well. So it was a good decision. That's the one we rolled with and the one we're designing to right now. You know, I got to thank everybody that's been working with us. It's just been a tireless effort among the community, the staff members, the commissioners, all the stakeholders that are involved. You know, I feel I'm responsible to them to make sure that we do the best job possible, but, you know, they're the ones that are really the spokespeople for the community, the ones that are really guiding this effort forward. And without them being in place, especially the initial gesture from Craig Goulet and Jim Barsha to try to put a new facility in place, this wouldn't be happening at all without the vision of those two gentlemen right there. And, you know, I think that you can give me an applause when I leave the podium, but please include their benefit too, because we wouldn't all be sitting here if it wasn't for those two guys and their vision to put this thing forward. So, you know, I know that I'll be a really happy camper when I get to visit this the next time and it's a grand opening. And I'll feel great about the fact that, you know, we have this behind us, but you guys are going to feel wonderful about it. Not only that, during that moment, for years and years to come. Oh, and one other thing I want to mention is that we did build this building to be expandable. So it is designed to have a core that will serve many more wards of animals if we have to add them in the future, and we cited it in this location just because it has the capability of being expandable. And if your community continues to grow the way that I know it has here in the last few years, you can look forward to probably those expansions taking place in the next 10 years or so, long before you'll need to build a new facility. So thank you all for letting me be a part of it.
I guess the people who are going to turn the earth, if you would come forward. I want to thank our speakers, and also I see Sandy Sting out there, a fellow Bay City Lion member, and for many years the Bay City Lions Club membership, 5 years, and under the leadership of Sandy Sting and my friend Al Eichhorn over there, hosted the Pawpalooza, which raised between $5,000 and $10,000 annually for Leader Dogs for the Blind and our animal services and adoption center here. And that was a critical period when, before the millage was adopted. Sandy, thank you for you and the Bay City Alliance team and all you did getting us to this point as well. Thanks.
You probably need to move it this way just
Okay, sure.
Okay, so hard hats on. Up, and then grab a shovel, and we'll just do one holding